All right, so week one of the 2017-2018 NFL season is finally here. First game of the year is tomorrow night, Thursday at 8:30. You got the Kansas City Chiefs at the New England Patriots. I'm going to take the Chiefs this game. I have a feeling they're going to be really good this year. The Patriots are going to be good too, but Edelman getting hurt, and I don't know. Plus the Patriots always give up one in the beginning of the year. They always give up one, usually like the first 2 or 3 games. So I don't know. This game's not shaping up good for them, in my eyes. Then you got Sunday 1 o'clock, and for some reason, this week, I have like almost every away team winning for some reason. Usually, when I do my picks, I look through all the games and I pick like 3 or 4 games that I'm gonna give to the away team, because usually there's only like 2, 3, maybe 4 at the most games a week where the away team wins. It's usually almost always the home team, but for some reason this week I got almost every away team. But anyways, Sunday 1 o'clock games. Jaguars at the Texans. I would take the Texans, but they don't even know where they're going to play the game at. The Texans have been, plus the Texans are the Houston Texans and the flood and everything, and they've been out there working their asses off for the last week trying to help people and everything. The last thing on their minds is football right now. So, plus I have a feeling the Jaguars are going to actually be a pretty decent team this season. Then you got the Eagles at the Redskins. I'm going to take the Redskins, but like I tell y'all, every single time I take the Redskins to win, they end up losing. So, do with that what you wish. Cardinals at Lions. I'm going to take the Cardinals. Lions, man. Their defense is going to be terrible. Yes, they have Stafford, but Stafford hasn't been the same since they lost Calvin Johnson. I just don't see the Lions doing anything. I don't think they're going to be 0-16 like the Browns or some shit, but then you got the Raiders at the Titans. Taking the Raiders. I have a feeling the Raiders, they might make the AFC Championship. I don't think they're going to go to the Super Bowl this year, but they might make it to the AFC Championship. And I think this is probably going to be a really good game, and I think the Titans are going to be a decent team this year too. Then you got the Jets at the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills. The Falcons, choking Falcons at the Bears. Take the Falcons. And you got the Ravens at the Bengals. I'm gonna take the Bengals. Joe hasn't even practiced really until like 4 or 5 days ago, and he does the same thing every year. Doesn't play in the preseason, doesn't practice, and then comes back like the week before the season starts, and then it takes him 4 or 5 weeks to get into the groove, and he usually is terrible the first 3 or 4 games of the year. So I'm going to give this one to the Bengals. Then you got the Steelers at the Browns. I'm going to take the Steelers. The Browns are probably going to go 0-16 this year. Then you got 4:05. You got the Colts at the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams. 4:25. You got the Panthers at the 49ers. I started off taking the Panthers, but I can't remember if Cam Newton travels to the West Coast well. Because I seem to remember him getting beat up by the Seattle Seahawks a couple times out west, and I don't know. I'm gonna stick with the Panthers, but if I might look it up this weekend and see if if he and the Panthers travel well to the West Coast, because a lot of teams, they don't travel real good to the West Coast. Then you got the Seahawks at Packers. I'm going to take the Seahawks. Um, I don't know, for some reason, ever since that one game like 4 or 5 years ago where Aaron Rodgers threw that ball up and the guy was it Russell Wilson that threw it up and the Packers intercepted it, but they called it a touchdown? I think that's what happened. Yeah. Ever since then, the Seahawks have had the Packers number. And 8:30 Sunday Night Football, you got the Giants at the Cowboys. Cowboys are gonna walk right over them. Plus, with Ezekiel Elliott might have saved their season this year because but his suspension was overturned or something. So, and then we got 2 Monday Night Football games. You got 7-10. You got the Saints at the Vikings. Adrian Peterson's going against his old team. I wouldn't be surprised if he runs for 200 yards, to be honest with you, or 300. But I'm going to take the Saints. And then at 10:20 on Monday night, you got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. And I'm going to take the Broncos. So, yeah. Alright, those are my picks for week 1. Let me know what y'all think. And yeah, I'm out. Later.